to the front. Hello, everybody. Big E is definitely in the building.
What up, y'all?
Big H is definitely in the building. Dante, a.k.a. Little Rothstein, is definitely in the building. And I'm Soup, and welcome to Soupa Stars of Sports. We need 3 things from y'all.
Just 3.
You're going to hear about this every week.
Uh-huh.
We need a like.
1.
We need a comment.
2.
And we need you to subscribe.
3.
Costs nothing to show love.
Nothing at all.
And with that, we're going to start the show.
You ready, H?
Let's go, baby.
Go.
All right.
Save it up. All right, now.
We're going to get right on this topic right now. E, you got the shirt on.
Ooh.
Man.
Sirianni.
Man. I don't even know where to go. I know I defended him last week. And
Big time.
Big time.
But hold on, before we start.
Yeah.
Rob Jackson, over in Sewell, New Jersey, had a question. Sirianni
Bobby J.
compared
What up, Rob?
the Eagles to an old Tupac quote.
Oh.
The rose that grew from concrete.
Oh, no, not that.
So Sirianni out of his goddamn mind.
Big time.
So y'all answer the question.
Yeah, I got no defense of that. Right, I got no defense. I don't know if you're sitting in a room with 53, 6'4", 275-pound athletes, and you talk about, hey man, spread your roots.
Yeah.
Spread your roots. We're growing under the soil. I get the metaphor, but at this point at 2 and 5, how about you just call some plays, right? How about you just get out there on the field and work hard? Like, I don't need the, I'm over the rah-rah, I'm over the t-shirts, I'm over the high school Harry shit. And this is Philly. We are going to kill you. This is why, as much as we hated it, Andy Reid never said nothing in the media. Was very vanilla, was very plain, very bland, because this is all we're talking about all week.
Now, do you think that comes from lack of experience, lack of age? He's young.
I think it's lack of experience. I think he's just trying to protect the players. Right? He's trying to put it all on himself. He's trying to get off of the X and O's, get away from the Jills and the Joes, and just have us talking about some old ruthless wild shit that don't have nothing to do with football to protect his players. Right? He's never seen nothing like this, right? He's been an assistant in San Diego. He's been an assistant in Indianapolis. They like sports out there, but they're not living and dying by the sports team like doing in this media. Yeah. So when you come out with the rose come of concrete, you know what I mean?
I said that might have been the worst metaphor he could have gave.
I mean, I have no
not trying to hear that.
Yeah.
What pisses me off was if you go back and look at the Raiders game, he finally did the stuff that we needed to do. He lined Jalen up under center, right? He was calling straight run plays.
What was this?
The first drive.
The first drive they scored on.
The first drive.
The first drive.
And then the next drive, they started doing the same thing, and then Miles gets hurt, and then went out the window. And then Kenneth Gainwell fumbled. And then there was no more running plays.
And another thing too, it goes back to what we was talking about too, and I mentioned them. We need some dominant backs.
Yeah.
When Miles gets hurt, Boston,
he gonna
carry the weight.
We had Jordan Howard on the practice squad.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not.
I mean, those knees were done with him coming out of college.
I get it.
But he's serviceable. Like you said, I've never been a Boston Scott fan.
And listen, I like Boston Scott, but he's my size. He's me. Like, come on.
Being the truth of your team, we're trying to recreate the wheel. We're trying to make him Darren Sproles all over again.
It's not
there's only one Darren Sproles. He's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. Boston Scott is not that. But I can't condone, I can't defend the Harry High School flower.
Okay, so but it goes back to if they continue this fast, is he getting fired?
No, he's still not getting fired.
So you still think?
I'm still riding that train. I'm still trying. Hey man, listen.
So I'm gonna say
there's a chance that we might even see Gardner Minshew second half this week.
So Detroit hasn't won a game.
No,
that's an up and coming.
No disrespect.
I mean, big shout out to the homies on Detroit. But
both homies.
Yeah. But they haven't won a game.
None.
They lose this week.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. If we're coming out looking bad against Detroit and DeAndre going crazy,
man, shout out to Swifty. You gonna get like 2 touchdowns on these bums.
I know.
It's a rest. Swifty gonna have a record day. On these Bulls.
They already 2 picks over Hurts. Halftime comes, you might bring in a mustache.
The mustache.
Mustache might make his appearance this weekend, and then for people like me, I get to see.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I think Jalen might do good against their defense.
It's very
I
well
think
possible.
he might do good against their defense.
They're a scrappy team. My problem is
you
can't take this team lightly. Like, we can't look at all of a sudden like we're good enough to just step on the field and automatically get the dub, right?
No, I don't think
I'm just saying.
Good, yeah.
But I'm saying to your point, what I'm trying to say is, is he going to get fired? Sirianni's going to get fired. If we get to halftime and we're not looking right, it might be bye time for Jalen and bring another quarterback in to see what we do. Then now we can get a full judgment. Is it the coaching? Is it the quarterback? Because if they bring Minshew in, if say we're down 7 at halftime, right? Maybe 17-10, right? Maybe 14-7. But the offense looks bad. They're not moving. Inconsistency, can't run it because Miles not in the game. And they make that change to Minshew. Now we got to see what it is. Is the coaching, is the play? Are we still running the same RPOs with Minshew?
You think we won't?
I think if he brings him in, I think it'll be half-half. Because I think the game plan, the game plan will be based around RPOs.
Do you have a Nick Sirianni t-shirt at home?
No, not yet.
Because
No, not yet.
you and this dude, you married to this boy like Jeffrey Lloyd married to Roseman right now. Because you not coming off. So if we have this losing season, all right, we have this losing season. Jalen's gone. This writing's on the wall.
Right.
You still don't think either Roseman or him could be gone because of this?
No. I know for a fact Roseman won't be gone, but I want Roseman gone.
Okay.
I want him. I can't stress it enough. I need Roseman out here.
It's something going on that I agree with E. I don't know.
The organization has chalked this year up to be a losing season.
They're like blood brothers or what's going on, but
Yeah.
Roseman's not going on.
Okay, Roseman. I get that.
Sirianni is the puppet, bro.
Yeah.
Sirianni is the puppet.
You can always go in the toy chest
Look,
and get another one.
unless somebody
you
becomes
feel confident enough to sit on Philadelphia media and give up Tupac quotes.
Yeah.
Your job is secure.
Unless somebody
your
comes
job is secure.
I think he had nothing else left in him. He just didn't know what else to do.
Unless somebody else that we can't think of right now becomes available to coach, like the reincarnation of John Madden. Someone becomes
Eric the enemy.
But they've already interviewed him.
No, they don't want him, and I don't want to go there.
No, but let's go. We can go there. We can go there. It's both
Color of
reasons.
his skin.
It's both reasons.
I'm going to go there.
Yeah.
I'm going
Somewhere.
He's more qualified than Sirianni.
Okay, so
why he don't have the job?
This is a good subject. This is a good. I like
I'm
where
gonna
this is going.
It can
I like
only
where this
be.
is
I'm
going.
going to tell you
Hold
what.
on, take turns. Go ahead, take turns.
To me, it can only be color of the skin because
You go first. Why?
No, that's a great point. If I'm not going to give Bieniemy the credit he deserves. See, the reason why I think they passed on a lot of these coaches is because none of them will be a puppet for Howie Roseman. So Bieniemy's going to come in and say, hey, I'm putting my balls on the table. Right? I coach Patrick Mahomes. This is my offense. I've been to 2 Super Bowls. You're not going to tell me who my assistant coach can be. You're not going to tell me how to call plays. You're not going to tell me what I need to do. I'm Eric Bieniemy. I'm coming in here. This is what I'm doing.
okay.
Howie Roseman? Nah, don't want that. Because they tried to hire Robert Saleh, and he turned him down. He tried to hire the dude out in Los Angeles, the Chargers. They're both people of color. They both turned him down. Why did they hire Deuce? It wasn't because they don't know how Deuce is a player. It's because Deuce is not going to be manhandled by the front office. So I do believe that overall in the league, of course,
What person in the Chargers they tried to hire?
the head coach is now the Chargers. He was the defensive coordinator of the Rams last year. That's a new coach out there.
What's his name?
I'm drawing blanks right now. They got rid of Anthony Lynn, who was the coach out there.
Who was a black coach?
Who
was a black coach?
Yeah, Brandon Staley. Brandon Staley is the coach of the Chargers, who was defensive coordinator of the Rams.
He's a black coach.
Robert Saleh.
He's Afghanistan. Nothing against him, but
Right.
he's not black.
Okay.
So Chargers is black coach.
Some in there. Like I don't know.
So he's a captain.
Possibly.
Nothing against him.
Right.
He's not black coach. I'm talking about Lovie Smith,
Right.
Mike Tomlin, black.
Right.
Yeah, he talking
about-
right.
He want to get you.
I'm not saying that is not an NFL issue. What I'm saying is these guys have too much credibility and too
To
much
come over here
and let Howie tell them what to
And be
do.
handled.
That's why Arthur Smith, who's coach of the Falcons, didn't come. That's why the offensive coordinator of the Bills wouldn't even come and interview.
Can I ask you something?
Because they're not going to be puppets to Howie Roseman.
Since I got you right there,
Yeah.
and I can't help but to think about it because if what you're saying is true, and it kind of looks that way, but I don't believe it all the way. Is Jeffrey Lloyd the new Jim Jones? Jerry Jones?
Yes. He is a mixture of Jerry Jones and what's homeboy in Washington.
Oh gosh, I can't get
right.
his
So,
name.
but he wants to be one of those guys. See, we won the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl was the given the curse.
But see, that's what I was telling everybody when we won. I said it's about to go
It's the given the curse because now they think they have the blueprint of how to win.
And then
they don't realize they
But
like
Doug was kind of a better coach as far at least strategy than Sirianni could ever be.
Nah, but you gotta think if they won the Super Bowl, not paying nobody.
Right.
That's the worst thing that happened.
Listen,
Not paying
we
nobody.
all know that I bleed green. That we caught lightning in a bottle. We caught lightning in a bottle.
I agree.
And they thought that was the blueprint to win.
Yeah.
Now, of course, we got the playoffs the next year, lost in the second round, got to play, blah, blah, blah. But they think they had the blueprint how to win when they got lucky. They didn't realize how lucky they were. They didn't realize that you got a quarterback on his rookie deal and you were able to You got career years out of 1 year veteran free agents. That doesn't really happen.
Yeah.
Patrick Robinson came in and killed the
Alshon
spot.
was never the same.
Right. Alshon was never the same. Chris
Long
Long reinvented his career.
Yeah.
We had a bunch, LeGarrette Blount gave us 1 more year.
But LeGarrette was consistent. I love LeGarrette.
I know you do. I know what I'm saying. But he was at the tail end. He went to Detroit, didn't do nothing.
He did his job with us.
He did a great job. But I'm saying, we had a bunch of 1 year veterans that performed at
Ajayi was 1 year too.
Ajayi, we got him in the middle of the season. He solidified the running back group. We had rookie Corey
a bunch of Buster Douglases.
And they won. Like
That's what I said. We won.
So we caught the lightning in the bottle, but they thought that was the blueprint. They thought they knew how to win. They thought, like you said last week, that we were the gold standard. You got lucky. How you maintain success is draft picks, right? And on top of that, paying a young quarterback to be able to allocate the funds on other parts of your roster. Look at take away Brady, because he is an anomaly. Look at all the other winning teams, right? Yeah, Jared Goff go represent the NFC the year that they lost. He was on his rookie deal. Patrick Mahomes was on his rookie deal. You had the Eagles with Carson Wentz on his rookie deal. That is the way to win in this salary cap.
Lamar's still on his rookie.
Lamar's on his rookie. It looks like Josh Allen might take them down on the rookie, right? Because you take them.
He got extended.
He got extensive, right?
Still
But still on the rookie deal. They were able to get
Right.
Stephon Diggs at the time and build the defense. Because look, at last thing that we talk about is the Raiders. This is why also it was so big about the Bucs, that they won and they were able to keep everybody. Because Tom was like, I'll take less and we're gonna re-sign everybody. But the last thing that was like that was the Ravens. They won the Super Bowl. They gave Flacco all that money and they had to get rid of the whole defense. And they haven't been the same until they got Lamar. So that was the blueprint. The blueprint wasn't Jeffrey and Howie knowing what they were doing. The blueprint was, we're paying a rookie quarterback. We're going to take all these funds and allocate it to every other position to make sure they're strength. And you have an ascending quarterback. Carson Wentz at the time was ascending.
I agree with you, but you still ain't getting into how you stick up for this boy Sirianni.
Because I don't think there's enough. I'm sticking up for him because I don't think
he's sticking up for him. He just don't think he's going to lose his job.
Right. I don't think there's enough work to see if he's
That's
really
why I said
But you know we live. You know sports is a what have you done for me lately?
Correct.
And you know, like you said yourself, if Jeff thinks he's the gold standard, he's not expecting a losing season, regardless if he knows deep down inside we're shitty, we're not going to win. He don't want to have to deal with that. And to make himself look good, what would he do? Fire him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna stick to my theory that I think if y'all have a really losing season, I think he might be gone.
So let me ask you a question.
I think the fan pushback is going also.
I mean, it's horrible. But let me ask you a question. What's the most important relationship? What's the most important relationship in all of sports? In all of sports, the most important relationship.
GM,
head coach, quarterback.
Okay, well,
that's the most important relationship, right?
Okay.
So if you have a head coach who goes back to my point last week, who you have a head coach who you do not think the quarterback is a franchise quarterback, you can't accurately judge how bad of a coach he is if he's not working with the best product given. So if from the organization up top, from Jeffrey to Howie to Nick, don't think Jalen is a franchise quarterback, but we want to give him a chance to because we got these high draft picks, then the first axe to go will be Jalen. Then you give Sirianni another quarterback, and now we have the same problem. So now it's not the quarterback. Now it's
now he's going to use another Tupac quote. He wasn't given this. You know what I mean? He was given this world. He didn't make it, right? So he was given this team. He ain't built it, right? Are we gonna keep coming out with these cliches? And these, I get you.
No, but that's why I said we give him two. That's why I said
2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
Because this is not the quarterback. You can't. This is not the quarterback. Like the Rams when they got rid of Goff, they seen after a couple of years. Goff's not it. We're not going to get rid of Sean McVay. We know he's a good coach. We're going to get him a different quarterback. Okay. Right? So if organizations, if they're having internal discussions of, yo, man, maybe we can send these 2 picks over to Houston for Watson. Or, hey, man, I hear Russell might want to one out. Hey, bro, we all know Rodgers wants to get out. Hey, man, you see that quarterback from Liberty? We got 3 top picks. That's going to be the out.
Yeah, I heard about the Liberty guy.
Yeah.
I heard about the
Liberty dude, the dude from Ole Miss. There's a couple of them. The guy from Pitt that we talked about on the pick session. There's a couple of them creeping up the boards. But that's what I'm saying. It's easier just to replace.
So, okay, I didn't mean to cut you up, but we get, Jalen Hurts is out of here.
Yeah.
Roseman ain't going nowhere. We get your draft picks.
Yeah.
We get, I don't know, the kid from Pittsburgh. He's probably the better of the 3.
I like Corral.
Which is
from Ole Miss. Yeah.
All right, let's go Ole Miss kid.
Okay.
Because I've seen him. So we're going to go with him. He's better than 3. After this losing season, you trust Sirianni to bring up this kid and make him something in the NFL? With what we have seen from him so far? You trust that? You trust Tupac quotes as an answer to why we so shitty?
I trusted enough to give it a shot because I already know in my mind, this is my opinion, that I know Jalen's not the guy.
See, he don't have no faith in Jalen, so he might give him a chance.
Right.
Okay.
Because I watched the offense in Indianapolis last year. Now again, it was Frank Wright's offense, but I think none of these RPOs were really popping off. To me, it has to be.
Did he have a quarterback last year to do an RPO?
No.
All right. So,
but he didn't have him in all this other stuff either, which means the offense that he's really comfortable designing as a head coach / coordinator is not the RPO look because he's tailoring it to a quarterback that is not a NFL quarterback.
He thinks he's smarter than what he really is.
Last week you told me how you don't fit a square peg to a round hole. Right? So he knows Jalen Hurts is not a drop back, read the field quarterback.
I get it.
So he's building a circle around
this.
This
is just me, right? If I'm coaching, right? I'm coaching. We 8 games in, my first year. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, we can't get nothing going.
Right.
I don't like Jalen. I don't think Jalen's a good quarterback. But hey, I got these 2 dudes back here. Mm-hmm. Mustache and Flacco. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess Flacco wasn't good enough because he should have took the job from him during the training camp.
Did he have a chance? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But he didn't. But I would have tried something. It's not working with him. I can't get under the center, so let me go get men. Like you said, why wait till this week to bring the mustache out? We should have made that change 3 games ago, right?
What did I tell you, though? Why was this head coach selected? Because he's the puppet. Who's pulling the strings behind? Because Howie made this pick. So Howie wants to give Jalen every chance he can to either prove him right as I am a good GM because I can evaluate quarterbacks, or I gave you 16 games this season and the 4 games last season. I gave you a 20 game evaluation. You're just not it. We're moving on.
Sometimes I think you putting too much politics and overlooking the simplicity of this.
Simplicity
is the coach's ass. Jalen Hurts' ass. We should really get rid of the coach after the first season.
The team is ass.
Right.
And it starts at the GM, who I hope gets fired.
Everybody. I just think the coach was a bad selection.
He might as well be. But I'm not ready to make that decision yet until I see him with a different, possibly
sometimes all
better
you
quarterback.
Is with certain things to say, how this ain't going to work.
What you mean?
Sometimes all you go out with a brand new girl, right? Yeah. And she's farting in the car. You only need that one date to say, you know what, I ain't going back with Shorty. Sometimes with this coach, you only need this 1 year. He's been that bad. He has been exploited that badly where I understand where you're coming from, but I personally wouldn't want him to be another year. And you talking to a guy whose team, I've seen my share of coaches.
Yeah.
I've seen the worst to some of the best. I couldn't give him I wouldn't feel comfortable giving him another year and yet alone giving him the keys to the car with a brand new toy. Mm-hmm. And so he could mess that up too.
But you would if you own the team and you were telling him what to do.
I get
That's the part that you keep missing.
No, I'm not missing that part, but I still think as an owner, okay, you pull on the strings, go find another puppet. Go back into your toy to get another toy.
But you can't.
That toy broke.
Because none of the puppets want you to pluck the strings.
Go college. Go somewhere. Listen, you got to do something. I'm not saying...
They don't want to come.
Listen, I'm not saying the options are obviously there, but what I'm trying to tell you is I'm not going to be stuck on this whole, he wants a puppet. He's rich. He got the money. He can go find another puppet. He can find another puppet until he can't find no more puppets. I just think that he's not the puppet. Like, I think that it's a bad coach. I think...
Okay, it might be. But other assistants, like every year, it's 5, 6, 7 teams looking for coaches, and you're trying to get the best one.
Find another
teams are turning us down because of the GM. Coaches are you cannot get another puppet until you fire the general manager.
And if you don't ever fire the general manager, y'all ain't never going to win again.
I agree.
So I'm going to ask this before we finish out.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's say, as long as Jerry alive, his boyfriend is on the team. Yeah. Who got the pictures of him naked. That's why he's been here, right? Y'all the new Cleveland Browns?
Possibly.
Y'all will be. If y'all keep coaches like Sirianni, y'all will be the new Cleveland Browns.
We're the Cleveland Browns because of Howie Roseman.
Oh, y'all keep Sirianni. Y'all Cleveland Browns now.
That's fine. Y'all
let's go down now.
That's what it'll be.
Okay. You know what I mean? So
with that, like, comment, subscribe. 3 things. It's free. It takes nothing to support. Peace out.
Love costs nothing, baby.